2 of the VIG Lounge, episode 249, where we are feeling fine. F1 World Tour action as we go on to the second race of the 2025 F1 season on the circuit in Shanghai, China. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe if you're enjoying the content. With housekeeping items out of the way, let's jump right into this one-shot qualifying. All right, and here we are. The Killer B is hoping to form here in Shanghai with the longest corner, it feels like, at the beginning of this track. I've always found that kind of bizarre. This will be a nice smooth lap. As we can start on pole. Now, what I wanted to do was do the sprint race, but it only allowed you to do that in the driver career mode. And I don't know, I'm not really a fan of doing the career mode in F1 for streaming because I don't do the practices and things like that. So I don't know, maybe you guys would like it. Anyone who's a fan of F1 racing, let me know if you'd like me to do a career stream, and I will do that maybe when F1 25 gets released. But there we are. We are going to be starting on pole, so I'm very happy with that. Got ourselves some season XP.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Now, obviously, I wish that they have the updated field because, sure as F1 fans know, Lewis Hamilton now races for Ferrari. And Liam Lawson, rookie, or, well, young driver anyway, is now racing for Red Bull as Carlos Sainz went over to Williams, I believe, or Alpine. But either way, let's work with what we've got. And let's see if we can get ourselves a second race win.
It's race day once again, and we're moments away from lights out and the all-important sprint towards turn one. Welcome to another Formula One Grand Prix.
And I believe that Logan Sargent is no longer in F1.
We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles per hour with DRS assistance down the back straight before the cars break into the tight hairpin at turn 14. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. It's the owner-driver then in pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Villeneuve,
I don't think 4 seconds.
Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Hülkenberg,
Brad Villeneuve's on row 2.
Leclerc, Russell, Ocon, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Albon, Bottas, Magnussen, Stroll, Joe, Perez, Ricciardo, and Logan Sargent. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but
and he's not going to get one. So let's just get into this, see if we can get ourselves a win. we're not even contesting. That is excellent. Because I like having that extra little bit of a challenge using the clutch start. And now that I have it, I did quite well with this one. I'm very happy with it. Trying to make up these long, it's got this long kind of sweeping corner configuration. We're doing quite well. A lot of straight line speed.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Excellent. Hit the rumble strip just a tad. And of course, I've got to have Jacques Villeneuve as my teammate. Another one of those Canadian racing legends, winning the Indy 500 in 1995, the F1 Championship in 1997. And I just watched a documentary from 2019 about him and Major League Baseball player Larry Walker, and the competition between both of them for the Lou Marshall Award, which is the best athlete in Canadian sports. And it was cool to see that Jacques Villeneuve won, especially overcoming, a fierce battle with Michael Schumacher, who, was a accomplished F1 driver in his own right, of course, and got some questionable racing tactics, I will say, but I do hope all the best for him, considering, his traumatic injury that he suffered in a skiing accident a few years back. But let's get out of the doom and gloom and just enjoy this ride so far.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Fastest lap. And I like that Villeneuve's in third, between me and Verstappen. Oh no! Can we get ourselves back here? Try to recover that a little bit. There we go. Not sure what happened. I just kind of went wide. But at least we got it. That's good. Now we're staying where we want to. Hopefully we'll go around a little bit smoother. almost treat this as a bit of a cool down period because it's a lot less intensive in terms of commentary for me, which is nice too. But I do enjoy F1, so whoa! Let's stay on this time, and we did. That's the one corner that I seem to have a bit of tricky navigation with. We made it through for that one.
Final lap, push, push. Gap to your teammate behind, 0.9 seconds.
Thanks. Take that gap away. I've got a huge lead of 15 seconds now over Verstappen. I'll be on lap 5. A little bit of a struggle in the corner on lap 3. This is a pretty smooth race, all things considered. Checkered flag!
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserve that race win. Well done, mate.
I, of course, got first. Jacques Villeneuve got third. Driver of the day, baby. VIG.
There'll be smiles at the factory after that one. A great race and a real team performance to take victory here in Shanghai.
I mean, it looked like they were in a different category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
The faces on our top 3 look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
It's kind of neat that you get to race with a legendary driver as your partner, so you gotta pick Jacques Villeneuve. But I will say, back to that doc as we wrap things up, the selection process, I thought was very interesting, and the battle between deciding, was the Formula One world champion, the best Canadian athlete versus the winner of, I guess it was the NL division athlete, I believe, for Larry Walker. And I mean, that's the thing. I'm not a baseball fan, but, his enthusiasm for the game and just hearing how hard he worked and everything, like, I have uploads of respect for Larry Walker as well. But like I said, I don't want to spoil it, so definitely check it out if you guys have a Crave subscription here in Canada. Because it is a very interesting watch. But
Well, what an
That's
end to
beside the
another
point.
fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Look at that. A 136 was my best. 136.3. But once again, I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. And until next time, I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a satisfying Saturday, everybody.